Hey, good morning, everybody. It is 10:30 a.m., and that means it's time for Good Morning Nanton Live. I'm going to bring a few people in here to join me on the show because we're doing something a little bit different today. In fact, it's very different. So we're going to bring Amanda. Now, Amanda, you're muted, so if you want to unmute yourself, there we go. And we got Alec here as well. Alec, can I hear you okay?
I think so.
You guys okay?
Yeah.
You can hear everybody?
Yep.
So this is a little bit different, quite different, actually. Yeah, I can hear you. And I want to let everybody know who's in here right now, joining us for the show. These are kind of the hosts, and Alec is the host of a show called Connecting Claire's Home in obviously Claire's home, and help him out on Fridays. We did a show yesterday. Today is the show that we do called Good Morning Nanton Live. And the reason why I'm explaining this before I go to the entertainment is because Alec and Amanda, for the very first time, we are now broadcasting, because we've never done this before, on the radio station, simultaneous broadcast. Right. So we are actually on the radio station right now, which means that everybody who's actually tuned in and listening, whether they're broadcasting in their stores around Nanton or wherever in the world you're tuned in and listening, we are now broadcasting on the radio station. Now, that means that when you're broadcasting on a radio station, you can't see the same sort of thing that we can see when we watch Good Morning Nanton Live. So a lot of things are going to have to be explained as we go along. So make sure you guys keep me on track there of what needs to be explained while we go along here, because today's show, now let's get on with the show here, is pretty exciting. Of course, we've got the parade of garage sales that's happening, and I'm going to bring up the map right now just so people who are listening to it on the radio station. Now, Carlos is also in the studio. Carlos, do you want to say hi to everybody? Because you're one of our guests today.
Hi, everyone. How are you today?
Yeah, everybody is excited to have you in here. So this is our peace officer here in Nanton. We're going to be talking to him about a little initiative that happened this past week, which was the AB Daley Bike Rodeo. So we're going to be talking to Carlos about that. Now, I also want to mention here that for that parade of garage sales that's happening today, Carlos doesn't have a lot of time for an interview today. He's really busy.
Yeah.
He's really busy. Amanda, have you noticed the traffic out there in Nanton for the parade of garage sales today? You have, eh?
Thankfully, we've got our citizens on patrol who are stopping traffic by the farmers market. So I was able to zip across really quickly. But yeah, the traffic to and from on the highway is huge. And just to say, I ran into Mayor Hanley when she was heading out, and she said that they already had 200 people at their garage sale at their place and 6,000 hits on the Google Maps so far.
That's right. 6,000 hits on Google Maps. I'm sorry, how many people at their garage sale?
She said 200. She said
200 people have already been to their garage sale.
Yeah.
Are they sold out now? Are they sold out? They better be.
I'm going to head over there and see, but
That is crazy. And so, yeah, she came in. She was going to come in and actually do an interview with us. And then she said, you know what? I'll just do the live on location with Amanda. So instead, we're going to actually go talk to her at her residence while she's doing her garage sale, because she needs to be there and hosting her garage sale with that many people. So I appreciate her making her way over here. But that's I think it's going to be better and better served if she's hosting her own garage sale. So anybody who's listening to it on the radio, get out there. The garage sales are happening today. Make sure you get out and visit all those garage sales. The map is online. You can go to her page, which is the Jennifer Hanley and Simon Hunt Remax First page. You can go there on Facebook and you can find the map. And there's, what did you say, over 80 garage sales that are happening in Nanton today?
And honestly, it couldn't be a more beautiful day today to come on down to Nanton and check out everything that's going on. It is gorgeous out right now.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so one of the other things that we do, if you're listening to us on the radio, this is okay, because we're going to entertain everybody with what we usually would do as the opening of the show. We usually have the Highway 533 band here to open the show with a song. But unfortunately, Jason was actually out partying and actually doing a show last night. So whenever that happens, well, guess what? I step in. And something for Father's Day happened that was really cool. We had Tracey from Claire's home, and she wanted to dedicate a karaoke song to her husband for Father's Day. So Dale had been woken up on Father's Day with me and Tracey singing to him. Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
So we are going to open the show with that wonderful song that Tracey and I did, a karaoke version of Stumbling In. So why don't we do that? And then we'll get to the rest of the show. Thanks for joining us right here on Good Morning Nanton Live and on the Hub, Nanton Radio.
Is alive, and so we begin, foolishly laying our hearts on the table, stumbling in. Our love is a flame, burning within. Now and then, firelight will catch us stumbling in. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you know these reckless thoughts of mine are following you.
I'm falling for you, whatever you do. 'Cause baby, you show me so many things I never knew.
Whatever it takes, baby, I'll do it for you. Our love is alive, and so it begins, foolishly laying our hearts on the table, stumbling in. Our love is a flame, burning within. Now and then, firelight will catch us stumbling in. You were so young, oh, and I was so free.
I may have been young, but baby, that's not what I wanted to be.
Well, you were the one.
Oh, why was it me?
'Cause baby, you showed me so many things that I've never seen. Whatever you need, baby, you got it from me. Our love is alive, and so we begin, foolishly laying our hearts on the table, stumbling in. Our love is a flame, burning within. Now and then, firelight will catch us stumbling in. Stumbling in. Stumbling in. Foolishly laying our hearts on the table, stumbling in. Oh, stumbling in. Stumbling in. Now and then, firelight will catch us stumbling in.
I'm stumbling in, I'm stumbling in.
Foolishly laying our hearts on the table, stumbling in.
I'm stumbling in,
Oh, stumbling in.
I'm stumbling in.
Keep on stumbling in. Now and then, firelight will catch us stumbling in.
And the first time on the history of the Hub, we come back from a song that was a karaoke song sung by myself and Tracey out of Claire's home. So welcome back to the show here. Good Morning Nanton Live, broadcasting both on social media and now on the Hub, Nanton Radio. So we have got our guest here, Carlos. We've got Alec here as well. Amanda's doing live on location, so she's driving around to all the different garage sales. Are you going to be picking up some stuff, Amanda, today from the garage sales, do you think? I mean, you can't help yourself, can you?
Yeah, I mean, I'll check out what they got and add a few things to our eclectic collection.
Alec, what would you like her to pick up for you?
Yeah, I was hoping. Pardon me, I was hoping you were going to ask that. I need like a crock pot, and I need a driver, like for golf. I need a golf driver, And if you see any kayaks, I could actually use a kayak. So just those
Okay.
three, in no particular
A kayak
order.
as
Don't
well.
feel like you got to do it all in one trip either. Like if you have to
Should
do
be
3
easy.
trips, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
I'm home.
Cool. So this is a little bit different here. So our comments that people will usually see up on the screen when they watch our show because of TV. And you know what, Amanda? That's an interesting point. Now, you know how people for years have referred to this as our radio show?
Yeah.
Now,
it can be a
they'll be
radio
accurate. now it is a radio show. So we get comments, of course, on social media. And so comments come in like from Kurt. And he says, I've stumbled into a table now and then. I'm sure Kurt has stumbled into a table now and then. I think the first time I met Kurt when he did karaoke at Juliet's Castle, I think I saw him stumble into a couple tables that night too. So that's a true story. So people can comment if they're watching on social media, and we will, of course, broadcast those comments. We also, of course, have Alec here who does Connecting Claire's Home. And Alec, we might start broadcasting that as well, just so you know.
That'd be cool, hey?
Yeah, it would be. But I need to get an update for you because it's about that time we get an update from you on Claire's Home. And let's just show everybody what we're talking about here. So Connecting Claire's Home is that show that we do, just like this one, where we promote our community. We promote Nanton on Saturdays, and then you and I promote Claire's Home on Fridays at noon to 1. So what's going on in Claire's Home, Alec?
Yeah, so we had a good show yesterday. We had Jay Sawatsky was on from the public library. They've got some neat stuff happening, and one of the coolest things, I didn't know this existed. They have a sandbox. It's a sand table in the library now, but it's got it's augmented reality. So there's like a projector above it, and so as the kids build stuff with the sand, things will be projected on the sand, maybe animals, or if you build a mountain, it'll look like a mountain with the projection down on top. Cars drive by if you're building a road. So the kids are they're gonna love that. So definitely go and check that out. And then we had
kids or Alec? Kids or Alec is gonna love that.
Both. I actually headed there as soon as
the show was over. You
going to the library and we'll play with it. And then we were talking really interesting interview yesterday too. We were talking about we've got a junior A hockey team coming to Claire's Home, which is kind of a big deal. And so that's hopefully that season's going to start October 1st. And they're working really hard to look for players. We're going through this whole naming contest right now, and then the jersey and the logo will get designed and the merchandise will come out. But yeah, to have a junior A club in Claire's Home will be awesome. So it's Claire's Home, Vulcan has one, and then down in Crow's Nest. So those are the 3 southern teams. And then there's quite a few more up in northern Alberta. So it was exciting to hear about it and just see it get off the ground. So yeah, it was a great show yesterday and a bunch of things happening in town right now.
So, I mean, if it's inspiration of any kind, then maybe Nanton might have a junior A team here to compete against Claire's Home soon?
Yeah, they won't be able to. But yeah. I mean, that's a nice idea.
Of course.
And last night, the brick wall behind me is kind of just to remind us that we did a little, we were in the audience last night for the comedy night.
We were.
Nanton.
So we were in the audience for a comedy night.
Oh, look at that.
And so this is a video, and I'm just going to play some of the audio for those that are listening on radio here.
There's a woman sitting in my seat, and I've kind of noticed as a man I have a tendency to scare people without meaning to. I mean, I don't think I'm a particularly scary guy. If you saw this walking down the back alley, you'd probably think to yourself, yeah, that guy definitely dresses himself.
Okay, there we go. There we go. So one, there we go. One joke there from Alex. So yes, we had the brick wall set up at Raymond's restaurant last night. We all joined there. I'm the worst. I realized I'm the worst stand-up comedian ever because I was coming up with jokes last night, and every time I came up with something that I thought was funny, I just run to everybody's tables like yours, Alec, and go, "Hey, I came up with this joke for my stand-up routine. What do you think of it?" Yeah. So basically, I don't have a stand-up routine anymore because everybody knows my jokes.
Well, it's just in pieces now. It's all over the room.
That's right. So, but Aaron put this show on last night with Alex, right? They were co-hosting it last night. And how many comedians do you think they had last night? So what about 6 comedians?
I think it would have been about 6 plus the 2 kids at the end.
Yeah, we had the 2 kids at the end, right?
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
So the funny thing is, the show, it's a clean show, And the edgiest material came from the two kids, which was great.
That's right.
That's
Exactly.
true.
That's what I said to Amanda this morning. I was like, the edgiest material came from the kids.
Yeah.
So it was pretty funny. And then there was one moment, I think Aaron doesn't mind if I say this. Aaron was doing a little skit with a friend of his that completely fell apart, I think, on purpose. Or not on purpose, but accidentally fell apart. But it became so funny. When it fell apart, and Aaron's like coaching him. You're supposed to say your next line now.
Yeah. Well, it was a very famous. It was Who's on First, which is very quick and so that was kind of the funny part was that they had the script in front of them and it didn't quite glue together, but it was really funny.
That was funny stuff. And then of course, I don't know if we want to bring up the Edmonton Oilers. I didn't stay. I don't know if you noticed how quickly I left after the show was finished.
I was gone. You were packing down, and I was like, I'm going to see if I can catch the third. So I snuck out.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I'm good. If any kind of like emergency situation, somebody could fall and or get into a car accident or something in front of me, I'd be so calm. But somebody turned on the Oilers game in the middle of the second period after the show last night, I am going to freak out.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to know. I tried the whole time. I tried to stay away from my phone. I tried to stay away from everything so I wouldn't know what the score was. The Oilers ended up winning last night.
Yeah.
So that was great.
So Game 7. I mean, look, I'll say this. I obviously born in Southern Alberta, not an Oilers fan, don't dislike them, but that what they've done is a remarkable achievement. Doesn't matter,
absolutely.
If you like the sport, or you do or you don't like the Oilers, to come even just to get to the Game 7 of Stanley Cup Final, the odds are stacked against you from the beginning. But to come from a 3-0 deficit and tie it up is nuts.
So the last time I understand now, Carlos, I want to ask you. I know Carlos. We got to get to him pretty quick here because he's got to get out and take care of the traffic. So, but I do want to ask you, Carlos, are you watching any of the hockey here in Canada? Because you're from Brazil originally, right? So there's not a lot of hockey there, right?
Yeah, no, we have no hockey there.
So are you getting used to the hockey here? Are you starting to get into it at all?
I'm kind of getting into the culture.
Okay.
And I started watching one of the games. So now I'm cheering for Oilers.
You are? Okay. So it's my understanding that, and I can't remember exactly the year, but I'm going to round it off. About 1942 to 1945 was the last time a team came down from 0 to win the Stanley Cup, and that was the Toronto Maple Leafs. So that was the last time it happened. But somebody had pointed out, and I thought this was really interesting, at that time, it wasn't a 7-game series.
No.
So at that time, the Oilers are doing something that basically tied what the Toronto Maple Leafs have already done.
Yeah.
They just haven't won the Stanley Cup because now it's a 7-game series. Before, I believe it was a 3 or 5 game series, a 5-game series.
I think it was 5.
And so the Maple Leafs have never, ever in the history of their franchise won 4 playoff rounds.
No.
They've never done it. Never won 4 playoff rounds. That is crazy. So to pile it on top, I hope Dave Murphy tunes into this at some point. To pile it on top, the Toronto Maple Leafs have never won 4 playoff rounds to win the Stanley Cup.
Not with the modern structure. So no, I think it's. I mean, and look, we saw it in Calgary a bunch of years ago. When you have a sports team like that goes on such a run, the economics of the local bar and restaurant scene and hotels it's incredible for a city. And so even just from that standpoint, like to see Edmonton go this like right to the very end is great for the city, and it's great for just the local businesses and whatnot as well, because it really helps give them a boost. So
absolutely.
It couldn't have worked out better in that respect. And of course, if they can win on Monday, it's just even better. Yeah,
exactly. Okay, well, thank you very much, Alec. There is more stuff you gotta watch it later because there's some pretty funny stuff coming up here. But I know you're going to take off. You got a day, so take off. Enjoy your weekend. And thanks, Jude, again for coming and rubbing it in my face when the Oilers game came on, and it was 2-0.
Yeah, he quite enjoyed that. It was the highlight of his day.
Okay, well, I'll talk to you later. Thanks, Alec.
All right.
Connecting Claire's home. That's
folks.
Alec Harrison. Bye. Okay, so we are going to get to Carlos because I know Carlos has got a busy day here, and we want to make sure.
I do have a busy day today.
Yeah. And we've got to make sure that we've got some thank yous in here because, Carlos, you were part of this little... What is this going on? This looks like Brooke.
This is Bike Rodeo.
This is the Bike Rodeo. So we're showing a video here of Brooke on a bike riding around, and this is Kristen Hall's daughter.
Yeah.
And this was at AB Daley. So AB Daley had their bike rodeo. And there are a couple really big stations there that you were going to mention. What was the biggest station you were going to mention there?
So this station that she's doing right now is the circle. So she's trying. She's what she's doing. She's basically learning, to use her balance better.
Okay, but that station was beside the really big station, like
Yes.
the most important station. Which was what station was the most important?
I think all of them was like the most important. Like, I mean,
Well, except that one station that you came to visit that one time, remember? And I was standing there. There was that station
in the hill.
No, it was down underneath a tent. That station, the one that was playing the music.
Oh yeah. That station was really good.
The DJ station. That's what they called it.
They even have like the Timbits.
They had the Timbits. That's right. So that's right. Tim Hortons actually donated the Timbits. Nanton Water donated the water for that day.
Yeah.
So thanks to those sponsors. Now, Carlos, what exactly is the bike rodeo? What's that all about? What are they supposed to be doing?
So
there?
bike rodeo was created to help the kids, to learn how they can safely ride their bikes on the road, and they also we teach them how to improve their skills with balance, and how they safely cross the streets when they're on their bikes. So it's basically that's what it is, the bike rodeo.
So how many stations did you have there? Not including the most important DJ station.
We had 10 stations. Sorry, I have something here with me so that I can read better.
Okay.
So the stations, we had like 10 stations. I don't know if
okay. So you got a script there you want to read then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have the first station for the fire trucks. So the fire trucks were there. So students was practicing stopping and getting off their bikes. They could practice looking both ways. We had the station 3, the balance, just we one that we talk right now.
Yeah.
Station 4 was following the leader. Following the leader actually was with our manager, the town manager, corporate services manager. His name is Clayton Gillespie.
Oh,
so he was
Gillespie.
Gillespie.
Clayton Gillespie. We had a whole show talking about whether their
really?
name was a soft G or a hard G. So
he was the leader.
Yeah, he was the leader there. Okay.
Yeah. The kids were following him, and I also had the peace officer from Vulcan. Gabby Trudell. So just want to give a vote of thanks to Vulcan and to Count Vulcan.
Okay.
To helping us with this event.
So Vulcan was helping us with this. The peace officer there was helping as well.
Yeah, the peace officer from Count Vulcan.
Okay.
So I was in the station 5 with the slalom. So I was helping the kids with the slalom, and we had straight and riding. Emergency stop. This one was a good one.
Okay. So they were learning emergency stops?
Yeah. Decision maker. This one was the one on the hill.
Yeah.
So they need to, what should I do now? Should I go down?
Right.
That one was a good one.
Right. Okay.
And it was really fun. The only thing I didn't like, it was really windy that day.
It was pretty windy. I remember that. I remember our tent for the DJ station was just about to take off a couple times. But
we had like 250 kids.
Ooh, 250 kids for the bike rodeo?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
that's amazing. So are there some other thank yous?
I just would like to give like a huge thanks to some donors here that we had this year. They were really, really good donors.
Okay.
I have my list here. Sorry, guys.
We're organized here. We're organized.
Yeah.
So we got the list coming up. While you're getting your list there, let me check in with. Oh, you got your list?
I got that list.
Okay. We'll check
huge thanks for Dairy Queen, Mountain Top Foods.
Okay.
Lions Club, Nanton Pharmacy, Tim Hortons, of course.
Tim Hortons, Yep.
Nanton Water.
Yep.
Hub Radio,
the Hub, Nanton Radio. Yep.
Yeah. And Charlie, Mrs. Mappin.
Mrs. Mappin.
Mappin.
Yeah. Miss Mappin.
Charlie Mappin.
So Miss Mappin was also there and helping out, obviously, the principal of AB Daley.
Yeah.
Okay.
The fire chief, John.
John Dozeman was there. Okay.
Yeah. And the commander, the RCMP, the detachment commander.
Okay.
The Tom Nair.
Okay.
Yeah. Just want to give a vote of thanks to them and for them to be there to help us with this event.
Okay. Well, Charlie actually sent me a message here, so I'm going to quickly read the message because this was her thank you to everybody.
There's one more I want to thank. But
well, okay.
It's a cowboy country.
Cowboy country, okay. Country.
She gave me, she she donated some bottles of water bottles.
Yeah.
But I never went to.
And never what?
I never went to pick up those bottles.
Oh man, they're still sitting there waiting for you to pick up.
But I want to thank them anyway.
You can use them for another event in the future.
Next year.
Okay.
Next year.
So let's read that message from Charlie here. Let's see. She said, if you just extend a huge thank you to everyone on behalf of AB Daley students and staff. It's so amazing to have community members volunteer to support our students while they enjoy a fun day. It helps us build connections between the school and community and shows students that they are valued and cared for within that community. As well, thank you to all the businesses and individuals who donated for bike rodeo prizes. We got to give away 5 brand new bikes as prizes.
Yeah.
You haven't witnessed pure joy until you give a kid a brand new bike.
That one sorry to interrupt you, but the bikes came from the Dairy Queen.
Oh, that came from Dairy Queen. Nice. Okay.
Dairy Queen, yeah.
Okay. Finally, thank you to the town of Nanton, Sarah Lynn, and Carlos for helping organize the donations and volunteers. We appreciate everyone's support to make this special day for our students. So that message coming from Principal Mappin over at AB Daley. So thank you very much. And Carlos, you were helping to organize this as well, right?
Yeah. Well, what I could, yeah.
So I know you got to get going here pretty quick. So there's one thing I wanted to do. Unless there's something else, is there anything else you want to cover about the bike rodeo, or have we covered everything?
I think we covered everything.
Okay, perfect. Because I got something in honor of you here now. For those of you that are online watching, you'll be able to see that I'm holding up the 2023. Let's just zoom in here. The 2023 Nanton Business Mini Directory. Okay, and so I just want to let everybody know that guess what's coming out here soon? The 2024 Nanton Business Mini Directory. So the 2024 directory is coming out soon. Now, if those of you who picked up the 2023 directory, remember, we had a few games in the middle of this. So we have the map right in the middle of the book. So, and these will be out in all the stores around Nanton. So make sure you pick it up. And of course, we also had, and I'm just going to, grab that directory here. So in the middle, we had the coloring contest, and we had also a word search. So we had the Nanton word search right there. So you can see that. Yeah. Now, if you're not watching online, you're listening on the radio station, there's a picture of the grain elevators, and it was a bit of a coloring contest. Well, guess what? We're doing this year. So this year, we're going to do a crossword puzzle. So the crossword puzzle is going to be in the 2024 directory. So the crossword puzzle is going to have all different crosswords and words that are related to Nanton. That's what that's going to look like. But guess what we're going to have this year for the coloring book? See, the coloring book is very, very special. And so we want to make sure there's a nice picture in there for the coloring book. And so this year for the coloring book, we have good old Carlos in his car. So you can color Carlos in the middle of the directory. I'm sorry, it's a good picture. Cool. If you guys aren't checking this out online, if you've seen this or just listening to it on the radio station, I was
wondering what you did with my picture I sent you.
So there you go.
So now I know what you did.
Now you know there's a picture of Carlos in the middle of the book. You can color Carlos.
That's pretty cool.
I think Amanda already did that. Amanda, didn't you color Carlos already? Let's see that. Look at this. Let's see.
Pretty cool.
Let's see. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
So if you want to check this out on social media, you can check it out.
I'm super white now.
That's right. Just go to the Hub Nanton Radio Facebook page, and you'll be able to see this video with Carlos's beautiful portrait that Amanda colored. That's going to be in the middle of the Nanton Business Mini Directory. There's going to be like 1,000 copies of these that are going to be handed out, and probably more. Now that we've got Carlos in the middle of the book that people can.
Everyone's going to want multiple.
Everyone's going to want these books. So
that's really outstanding, guys. Thank you.
So I thought we should announce that before we let you go here.
Yeah, just want to give a vote of thanks as well for Sarah Lynn Lyons for helping me to organize the rodeo by
Sarah Lynn?
Rodeo. Yeah, Sarah Lynn.
Sarah Lynn? Okay, yeah.
Say thank you, Sarah Lynn.
Sarah Lynn's going to come on the show one day because people want to meet Sarah Lynn too. So we're going to have her on the show.
We're going to make her to come.
That's right. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you very much, Carlos. You got a lot of traffic out there to take care of. So get out of here, buddy.
See you guys.
Get out of here.
You. All right.
Okay. That's Carlos, our peace officer right here in Nanton. And I want to thank him for coming in and talking to us in the studio. So, Amanda, you're out on the road now. I haven't seen you actually.
Thanks, guys.
No problem. I haven't seen you. You're out at the Nanton grain elevators. What's going on here?
I wanted to start on the very end of the south end of town because, you might not think there's anything going on here, but there are multiple garage sales going on this street, which is, I think, 19th Street. And there's also the grain elevators is now open for tours. So while you're in town, come on down, get a tour. Our friend Catherine Witt is working there and providing tours for donations. So I wanted this to be my first stop. So now that I've given that information, now I can start heading over to some other places.
Let's go do a little bit of shopping here.
Yeah, I got a few things on Alex's list that I need to pick up. It was a driver, a kayak. I think there was. I think also he's got a collection of those McDonald glasses. So do you remember the old McDonald glasses that you get in the Happy Meals? And they had, what did they have? Different. I'm trying to remember what they had on the different characters, McDonald characters on the glasses. Yeah.
So Ronald McDonald and stuff. So I think you can go and try to find some of those at some of these garage sales as well. So Sarah Lynn just commented, and so she said, "You're welcome, Carlos," and "Yay, Carlos." So she's commenting. We also have Kevin Todd who's here commenting on the show, and he's saying rodeos in Nanton are always fun. Well done. So we got rodeos in Nanton, of course. All this stuff that we promote on the show. And then Kurt Seeley, who's always joining us on the show. So with all these garage sales, is Nanton going to experience a rush hour traffic scene? Holy smokes, things would come to a standstill. They already are experiencing the rush hour traffic in Nanton. So it's coming to a standstill here. Amanda, good luck in getting around to all the different garage sales that you're going to be shopping at. The one garage sale I wanted you to get to right away was with Jennifer Handley.
Yeah, so, I'm headed over there now.
If you're headed over there right now, that would be fantastic. We unfortunately have one guest that wasn't able to make it today. So we're going to be just you and me talking for a little bit. So,
well, one thing we can mention is, as people are all over town, is that the Nanton Day schedule is out. So on August Long Weekend is a really important weekend for Nanton, as well as this Parade of Garage Sales weekend. And so make sure you have a look in what's going to happen, because one thing that we know is a guarantee is we're having a dance, right?
We're going to be doing a dance. Yeah. So do you remember what the exact date is for our dance?
Sunday, August 4th from 6:30 to 8:30.
That's right. And I was just testing you. I was just testing. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Sunday, August 4th, 6:30 to 8:30. And then afterwards, you can go and settle in and watch the fireworks. So it's going to be awesome. The next day is the pancake breakfast, the parade. There's all sorts of things that are happening all weekend, a huge list. So make sure you visit some of those Nanton pages. They have their own Facebook group as well, so you can go and check that out. So
okay, cool. Now, one thing we haven't done yet that we need to do is we need to do birthdays. So while you're driving over to talk to Jennifer Handley about this amazing parade of garage sales that's happening today, which I think is shocking her, we are going to talk about the birthdays and maybe sing happy birthday to a few people in town here, including Jim Fenton, who's has a birthday. am I saying this right? Ephraim. So I
Ephraim.
think Ephraim. Ephraim.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ephraim. Amelia is having a birthday. Dan Fox is having a birthday, and Shiloh's having a birthday. So if your name is mentioned, Shiloh Duffy, we got Dan Fox, we got Amelia Long, we got Ephraim Jersh, and we've got Jim Fenton. If your name was mentioned and we sing you happy birthday, guess what you get? You get a free bubble tea. So free bubble tea sponsored by Fuse Bubble Tea and Balloons. You can go over to, and it's Anna Lynn's, right, Amanda?
Anna Lynn's, yep.
Anna Lynn's is where you can go get that bubble tea. So go over to Anna Lynn's on Main Street and you can pick up your free bubble tea only for today. Only for today. So make sure you go get that bubble tea. And again, we're going to sing happy birthday here to Jim, Ephraim, Amelia, Dan, and Shiloh. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jim, Ephraim, Amelia, Dan, and Shiloh. Happy birthday to you. There we go. Nice job. Okay. Okay, so make sure you go and get that. Now, that is sponsored by Wagon Wheel Pub, which is Nanton's good time, feel good place. And if you want to hear more singing like you heard just now, why don't you get over to Wagon Wheel on the first or third Tuesday of the month, and we can sing some karaoke together. So when is the, let's see, the third Tuesday just passed, and we had actually the screen set up for the Oilers game, which they won. So the next Tuesday that's going to be happening is going to be in July. It's going to be July 2nd. So July 2nd will be the next Tuesday that you can come out to the Wagon Wheel Pub and enjoy some karaoke starting at 8 o'clock. Now, how are you doing there, Amanda? Are you getting close to Jennifer's garage sale?
Yeah. I just turned the wrong way. It's a small.
Oh, we've got a text that just came in from somebody. So Kevin just said garage sale early first purchase. It's a massive beer mug that says Siri on it. So this beer mug is about 1.5 feet tall, I'd say. I'm trying to determine whether Kevin's not a really tall guy, so that's probably about 1.5 feet tall beer mug that he got. So that's his first purchase. He just sent it to me. And let's see. And then we have Lorraine, who actually just popped on the show and said, I always thought it would be a good idea to have the show on the radio. Well done. There you go.
There you go.
So we're trying to describe everything best we can because, of course, we got a lot of video and photos that are on the show. But if people want to rewatch it and see some of the video and photos, you can just go to our Facebook page, which is the Hub Nanton Radio, and you can watch it there. Cincinnati. So anybody on the radio doesn't know who our character Cincinnati is. My dad will join us every once in a while. He lives in Cincinnati, so we call him Cincinnati. He says a little late, but good morning. And we always love to have him here. Both of our parents, whenever your parents show up, we love to have them here joining us as well. So I think Amanda has made it over to Jennifer Handley's house now and the garage sale there. So I'm going to let you take over a little bit of an interview with Jennifer Handley then. Now, can you show us that? Can you show us that garage sale as you walk up to it? And again, if people want to watch this later, you can watch it. So we've got balloons there. We've got the Remax First sign on the lawn. Okay, so parade of garage sales.
Participants will have these Remax First.
All the participants have the Remax First sign. Okay, perfect.
Just be careful as you're walking around, because
Okay. Okay, and we are on radio, so we want to move this along a little quicker. Okay, so here we go.
Lots of things here.
This has been great.
And I'm going to let Amanda take this over.
I wouldn't trade it for the world. Sure, we've got a list of great, or a couple tables full of great stuff. Some mops, some cleaning stuff, beverage dispenser, lots of great things to use. And we've got Mayor Hanley, Remax First realtor, who set this all up. How's it going, Jen?
Good. It's been very busy today.
Yeah? How many cars do you think you've seen come through?
I would say we've probably had at least 250 people already at our place.
Amazing.
So it's been a steady flow of people since about 8 a.m.
Now, how is it that you pick the best day of the summer so far
Well,
every year?
you know, I'm the mayor, so I have
Right.
control of the
Oh,
weather.
okay, great.
So
Don't, that's not true, people. Don't blame
What did she? We didn't
the
hear what she
mayor for
said
the
there. What
weather.
did she say?
only good weather. you
Only
say.
good. And how
She
many
said that she controls
different,
the weather.
houses are registered so
So
far?
right now we have 85 registered households, and of course there's lots of people that just set up on the day of and take advantage of it.
Absolutely.
We've had over 6,000 people click the map. So and we've advertised it from Calgary down to Lethbridge. So we've got people from all over the place exploring our town today.
And I think Main Street too has a bunch of tables set up and some of the businesses.
Yeah.
And I was just down by the elevators. There's a bunch of garage sales down there. So it's not just on one side of town, it's all over town. So
Absolutely.
awesome job on that.
Thank you.
Excellent. So we've got some buyers here. I'm going to let Jen. Oh, look at these chairs. I bet these aren't for sale.
Get the
These are
chairs.
probably theirs.
Get the chairs. Get the chairs.
I'll just.
Get the
There's no
chairs.
price on them, so I'll just.
Oh, they're free.
Chose.
I was just giving those away.
They're like way too nice to be for sale.
Those are nice looking chairs. Okay, what have we got here that looks
Yeah.
good to me? So
We've got. Oh, look at these. These are
there's some dolls.
not creepy dolls.
They're not. Well, some are kind of creepy dolls, and some people would like creepy looking dolls. So
Some people
maybe
love
if you're a
that kind of
creepy looking
thing.
doll collector, then you can go and get some creepy looking dolls at Jennifer Handley's place for the Parade of Garage Sales. What is
Hey, look
that?
at
Disc? Is that disc golf?
Disc golf sets.
Disc golf
Fif-
set.
$15 each.
So that's something that we like to promote in our community because we've
Yeah.
got a disc golf course here. And so, and now what's that there? That looks like
This
some
is-
sort of
This is a bug
painting?
killer. It says.
a bug killer.
Yeah.
It
$5.
kind of looks like what you would use on like a beehive.
It's
You know what
like
I
a
mean?
blowtorch,
A
I
smoker.
think.
It's a blowtorch.
Yeah.
Okay, you can get a blowtorch. Okay,
Yeah. There's
definitely
some,
come and check out Jennifer Hanley's house because then you can find out a little bit about Jennifer Hanley, right? So exactly what
Lots
kind
of
of
skates available. Lots of.
those are inline
equipment.
skates. Are those inline skates or ice skates?
No, these are ice skates.
Ice skates. Okay, we've got ice skates that are available as well.
Yeah.
What else
If
do we
you just
have there?
broken something, there's some.
Oh, crutches. You got a set of crutches. So if anybody needs some, if you hurt yourself, then, or if you plan on hurting yourself, just come and get some crutches right now. And
Here we go. This is something 30 tricks with cups and balls.
okay,
That's
a magic. That's like a magic book.
Yeah.
Is it a book or a DVD?
That one's a DVD. This
That's a
one is
DVD.
book.
Okay, we got a book from a magic
So
book.
Somebody in the household
Card
is really
tricks.
into magic. I'm gonna assume Jeff.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I think they probably have heard a time or two that I was a magician when I was 13 or no, I was 11 years old. I got into magic. So, and now we've got a creepy chandelier
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Creepy chandelier. How about we
And,
just call
some
everything creepy?
luggage.
Creepy luggage, a creepy barbecue smoker, creepy dressers,
Yeah.
and what else?
I'm
Now,
not
you know
sure-
what? I'm starting to realize that there might be a connection because do you remember what Jen said about her favorite type of music?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Remember that? So my dad's commenting right now says he might need some crutches. But back to what Jennifer Handley, her favorite type of music. I can't remember. Can you ask her quickly what her favorite type of music is? I can't remember what she called it.
She's in the middle of a transaction right now.
You can talk to her. You can interrupt her. You can say, we're on the show. We just need to ask you a quick question. What's your
There
favorite
are
kind of music?
Some boxes of free things here, mostly clothes, but also
Okay.
a SpongeBob SquarePants. If you want to, treat somebody to breakfast in bed,
Okay.
that's a great thing to have.
So that's a little food tray for breakfast in bed.
A
And it's
serving tray, I think.
SpongeBob SquarePants food tray. Okay. And what are you walking over there? Oh, so there's a music stand. Is that a vacuum cleaner or something? Some sort of cleaner?
These are
Those
some
are-
good sugar shakers. Oh, see,
Yeah.
somebody just picked up some sugar. 10 cents. Holy macaroni.
Okay.
Jen,
So
what is the type of music that you like that
Oh, Southern Gothic.
Southern Gothic.
Southern
So
Gothic.
that's where the chandelier comes from.
The Southern Gothic. So that taste. We're seeing some Southern Gothic here in the items that are displayed here
so.
for the garage sale.
Okay, so I think one of the things Alec wanted was a crock pot, but I think a fondue set would probably be okay, right?
Yeah, let's get that for him. So
Okay.
fondue set, that's available there too.
Yeah.
So the map, if you want to check out the map of where you can go in town, of who's having the garage sales and who's registered. There's over 80 places. I know that you guys probably could just drive around town and you could find all the places just by driving around and seeing the signs. But if you want to check out the map, then you can just go to the Jennifer Hanley and Simon Hunt Remax First Facebook page, and their map is available on there, and you can take a look at all the different places. They've got them marked on the map of who's having garage sales today. So it's the parade of garage sales that's happening in town today, and you want to go and check it out. So Dad says he might need some crutches, so he's coming in September. I don't know what he did. I think he's thinking about the future, so he might need some crutches in the future.
Okay.
So
right.
maybe pick up those crutches for Dad.
Pick them up.
And we also have Kevin on here that said, too much fun. Well done, crew. Farmers market and garage sales. Sun out. So
big time.
Yeah, he's supporting it. And then Kurt Seeley, WKRP in Cincinnati. Yikes. However you spell it. So we have funny stories about WKRP in Cincinnati that we were kind of built up. Yeah, when we were in Cincinnati, we were all built up to see the WKRP building. Well, that doesn't exist. They just, Dad says, in case I drink too much, basically, is what he was saying. So he might need the crutches for that. I think that would make it worse if you drink too much and then you start using crutches. I think that might make it worse. That's more dangerous.
Weird. That's kind of weird.
I think that's when people who have been drinking too much start doing, like, trying to do handstands on crutches and stuff. So you don't want to do that. Anyway, so we're going to go around. Oh, Kevin says, the humility. Humanity is what I said. The humanity. My dad says, the humility. Anyway, so you're going to go around and enjoy more of the garage sales. And we are going to sign off because I think we've covered everything here. So I want to thank everybody who's tuned into the show. We've tried it for the first time today, going live on the radio station. We are now live on the radio station, and we might do this on a regular basis. So every Saturday morning, 10:30 till whatever time we decide to go to, we're going to broadcast and promote our Nanton community. So thanks, Alec, for coming on today. Thanks, Carlos, our peace officer in town, for coming on. He's out directing and helping everybody with the traffic today, making sure everybody follows the rules. And Amanda, thank you very much for doing your live on location and visiting our mayor, Jennifer Hanley, who's put this whole thing on, the parade of garage sales. So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. And we are going to say goodbye to everybody and have a good week. We'll see you next week, 10:30, right here on Saturday on The Hub, Nanton Radio, and on your Facebook page.
It's time to rock.
Okay, guys.
Right here.
We've signed off from the radio station. And since we signed off from the radio station, we are going to now sign off from the live stream here. And we're going to thank again everybody for joining us. So out of here. Have a good weekend, everybody. We'll see you next week on Good Morning Nanton Live.
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bob Barker reminding you, help control the pet population. Have your pet spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody.